the gun, Rivers. He's got a man wide open. It's Herman Moore. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, Rivers. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
The coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
My word, it'll be nothing short of a monstrous loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a second and about a mile here.
Well, sometimes there are plays that happen that just absolutely defy explanation. I mean, the way he was going, at some point, maybe they're not pursuing him to tackle him. They're just pursuing him to keep letting him lose yardage. Just kind of keep turning him and moving him. Because if you tackle him, yeah, you lose yardage, but this turned out to be way better. I mean, I've not seen this kind of loss of yardage in a long time on this type of play. And it wasn't even like the punter getting it and running around and trying to make it. This was a runner. I don't get it at all.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. My goodness, it'll be a disastrous loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and forever.
But you got to understand, this is not laughing at him. But this play, I don't even know how to describe it. You're talking about a running play. And we're always taught as runners to get north and south, get upfield as fast as possible. Well, this was east, then west, then east and west, and I don't even know what you do. At some point, you're hoping maybe you fall down and save some of this yardage. Keeps fighting and trying.
And that's caught inside the 30. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 66 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike. Wow, you're in a goal-to-goal situation. Where is he going? I get trying to make a play, but at some point, man, you just got to go down.
Rivers. Throw complete there to Jerry Rice. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
To throw, Rivers. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down.
So let's go ahead and add to the difficulties of guys trying to cover receivers. They got to deal with speed, shiftiness, all that stuff. But how about when they have height and length and deep downfield? You throw the ball up in the air. That's how they uncover at the end of a route, by being able to go up over the top and make a big catch.
They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Miller, the lone setback. And they'll give it to him here. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wondered, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Back-to-back runs that were stacked up. Offensively, now you've got to think to yourself, do we change blocking assignments? Do we change formations? Do we change looks in order to try and get the running game going?
3rd and long. It's Osweiler. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. A huge loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and about a mile here. Out of his end zone, Rivers. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man, complete. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 49 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
It'll wind up being a huge loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and forever. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before take. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 59 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
My word, it'll be nothing short of a monstrous loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and about a mile here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
It'll be real interesting to take a look at this play later because on this pitch toss play, I get the sense that he just followed the pulling guard or the pulling offensive lineman through that hole.
There goes Larry Fitzgerald, the 30, and all the way down to the 27. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Anytime you call man coverage against Larry Fitzgerald, you're really holding your breath as a defensive guy because his ability to run such precise routes and use that big frame that he has, that body against you, it's going to be very difficult to break passes up against him.
Yeah, when you make 9 Pro Bowls in your first 12 years, you might want to give him a little bit more coverage than that.
Yeah, it's not just athletic ability. He's a thinking man's receiver as well.
Back near his goal line, Rivers. Jerry Rice, open right side. He's at the 40. Past the 20, and he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
A huge loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and forever. Ooh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Now a second down throw for Rivers. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. And that does it for this one. Pat yourself on the back. You just completed and dominated the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge.